Beautiful weather-wise, traffic-wise, maybe not so much. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 tomorrow, 5 being the highest level of impact, meaning a lot of congestion. And Saturday, we are all the way up, baby, with a 5, so expect a lot of congestion, heavy traffic both Friday and Saturday. 86 here. You'll take that exit to Route 1, which is Brook Road. From Brook Road, you can take that all the way back down here to your next detour, which is exit 43D. You'll take that to 295 southbound to 95 south. Now, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, Candice, that is way too much information, just remember this acronym, drive around. So it's exit 43D to 43A. If you're planning on using 295, smart route around some of the congestion, avoid exit 38. That's the Meadow Bridge exit. Use either Chamberlain, exit 41, or Mechanicsville, which is exit 37, if you're traveling along 295. If you're traveling through the city, avoid Atlee Road. I put my Bitmoji here with the sign saying, no, don't use Atlee Road. Use Shady Grove to get you through some of the delay. You know, the cool thing about weather and traffic, I can use Andrew's graphics and I can use his system. So this is Andrew's graphic here. He was showing you where we had a lot of heavy rainfall, about 2.5 inches here in that Petersburg, northern Dinwiddie area. And that's actually where we're seeing a lot of the accidents and incidents and standing water. So Stephanie was just out there on scene here at this 95 northbound. The exit ramp is shut down, the off ramp to Bank Street, which is exit 52. Now your smart route this morning is to use exit 50. That's 301. So you'll get you around all of that activity that she was just showing you on the VDOT camera. So I'll keep my eye on the accidents in the Tri-Cities and let you know what to look out for. Colleen. Now, if you remember, I first alerted you to some delays and flashing lights here along I-95 due to debris in the road. And I'm going to head over to the social media center because we had Heather Stevens send us a picture and said this just happened here along 95. You can see the hay and debris in the road. I'll zoom in so you can see what's going on. It's blocking multiple travel lanes here along I-95. She said this just happened 95 south at the entrance ramp from the downtown expressway. So just be very, very careful as crews are working to clear the scene here along 95. Sarah?
We want to get a check on the roads that are being affected by this crash. And for that, we send it over to Candice Smith. Good morning.
Good morning, Eric. So I actually just got off the phone with state police. The road is back open from the accident. But if you look at this VDOT camera, that doesn't look like that's the case. That's because this is right in the middle of that construction zone we've been following for weeks now. So this is I-95 near Sliding Hill. We still have the left lane and center lane blocked, but that's due to construction, not the accident. But either way, we are still dealing with some backups in the area. So 95 southbound, we're seeing some orange, indicating some slowdowns here near that Sliding Hill exit. So as you're coming towards the city, we're also noticing some slowdowns on the northbound side from 295 northbound. So coming up in a few, we'll have a smart route around those delays. All right, Andrew, we're here in the social media center. I had a comment on my Facebook page from Janine and she said, I caught her off guard with a road closure in her area of Western Hanover this morning. That's where we had the tree down along 631 just west of Shiloh Church Road, and it was blocking the eastbound lanes and some of the westbound lanes. Well, Janine, the road is back open. You'll have no delays in that area. Now I'm heading over to the traffic center where we have a hot spot here. We know a lot of people had off last week for spring break, so wipe the crust out of your eye and listen up. For those of you in New Kent, 64 westbound, I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 on the impact meter. How this will impact your morning commute, 5 being the worst, I'm giving it a 4, and let me show you why. We have all travel lanes closed here along 64 westbound. More people are getting on the road here, so it's becoming a huge problem. I might even need to bump this up to a 5. You can see all of those lanes are closed. You can see flashing lights here. A complete standstill as they're trying to detour traffic to that exit here, exit 214. That's where the crash occurred. That courthouse exit, Providence Forge. So be very careful in this area. Better yet, avoid 64 if you can. The smart route here is to use New Kent Highway. Andrew, following this breaking news here, 95 northbound in Colonial Heights at mile marker 53. So that South Park exit. Just got off the phone with state police. Unfortunately, there's no update on the injuries if people are okay here, but we do know that car has overturned here on the north entrance ramp to 95, and it has completely shut down the ramp here. You can actually see some people walking in the areas. Now, we did mention that we had Winfrey Street closed. There were reports of a tree down, some reports of standing water. I've tweeted VDOT. They responded back to me and said Winfrey Street in Chesterfield remains closed, and they're working with Dominion Power to reopen the road soon.